Hello folks and welcome to the channel. Another photography related vlog today. Today's vlog is going to be about setting ourselves a challenge. Can we equip ourselves with a digital SLR camera and a lens for under £100? That's about 130 US dollars. That doesn't sound like a lot of money for an SLR camera. And with that in mind, the camera which I have selected is this camera here, and it is a Canon EOS 20D. It's quite an old camera now. It was brought out in 2003, I believe. It's an 8 megapixel crop frame sensor camera. Doesn't shoot video, just shoots stills. So it is limited from that point of view. But the images you can get with this camera are absolutely superb. So that would be our choice for the camera body. Now we need a lens, of course, and of course I've selected two lenses for the camera. One of them is this one, which is the EFS 18 to 55 millimeter zoom lens. A very versatile little lens here. Comes in a few varieties. There's one has image stabilization in it, which is the one I would recommend. If you can get a lens with image stabilization in it, it's always a good thing to have. If you're getting down into slower shutter speeds, then you won't get camera shake if you have image stabilization. So a good versatile zoom lens for general out and about photography. The other lens that I was thinking of is a fixed focal length lens. It's not a zoom lens, but again, with our budget in mind, I was thinking about the Canon 50mm f1.8, and this is the 50mm f1.8 Mark II lens. Now, it's a bit plastic in its construction. In fact, it earns the name Plastic Fantastic, because despite the rather, average construction, plastic construction, optically it is a superb lens. It's a very sharp and contrasty lens. It's one of Canon's more budget lenses. They don't actually make it anymore. It's only available second-hand. It's been replaced by the 50mm STM lens. But the EOS 50mm f1.8 Mark II is still widely available second-hand and at a very reasonable price. And with our budget in mind, this is the second lens that I've picked out to combine with the EOS 20D. So, with that said, we're going to go online and have a look, and we'll check out the prices of the combination of the camera body and the lens to see if we can actually get ourselves a digital SLR camera for under £100. Okay, folks, so here we are. We're on the web here, and we're going to do a search for a Canon EOS 20D and the two lenses I selected, the 50mm f1.8 Mark II and the EFS 18 to 55mm zoom. The company that I've selected is MKII.com, who are specialise in selling used camera equipment. I have no affiliation with them. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, and of course there are other sites that you can check out for second-hand equipment, but I just picked this particular one because I've dealt with them before and had good service from them in the past. So we'll go on here and we'll start a search first of all for the camera body, the Canon EOS 20D camera body. And here we are, and we've come up with, there's 8 of them available here, and we'll click on that and we'll start our price selection from low to high. And there we can see that the camera body starts from as little as £21. That's a well-used one, as we see here in the description. But the other ones are all variously described as being in good condition, and the prices range from £23 up to £29. So for very little money, you can get yourself a Canon EOS 20D digital SLR camera body. And as I said there, I really would recommend that because it's a beautifully built camera with its magnesium alloy body. Very sturdy, very strong, and the picture quality is fantastic on it. As we can see here, there's a few examples. We'll just select this one here at £26, and we can see it's got all its rubber flaps in place over the ports on the side. Sometimes the rubber flap can be missing off that, so it's worth checking that out. But it's in excellent cosmetic condition, and of course it'll be an excellent working order as it's described as in good condition. We can see, looking at the back of the camera, the screen is nice, it's not scratched or anything. It's got the eye cup is in place there, and the top screen is all good. You normally get a little bit of wear around the flash hot shoe, but that's nothing really. And on the bottom we can see everything's fine there, no scratches or whatever on the bottom of the camera. So for £26 we can get ourselves an excellent good example of a Canon EOS 20D camera body. So we're well under budget so far with our £100 budget, but we still have to equip ourselves with the lens. So we'll go on here and we'll start off with the zoom lens first, the EFS 1855 f3.5 f5.6 lens. So as we can see here, there are a few variations of this lens. There's the Mark I, the Mark II and the Mark III version of it. There is a new stepping motor version of it. We're really not going to look at that one because it's out of budget. It's the more expensive end. There is the image stabilized version of the lens. It has IS after it, and that's the one that we would be particularly interested in, because the other ones here, although they're around the similar sort of price, some of them don't have the image stabilization in it, and the image stabilization is well worth having. So we'll click on this one here, which is EFS 1855, and it's got the IS for image stabilization after it, and we'll check out the prices on that one. And as we can see here, they're coming in around £56. So there we have several examples of the lens here, but they all seem to be priced at the £56 there. And it has the advantage that it's the image stabilized version. If you pick the non-image stabilized version, you could probably get it a bit cheaper, but we've allowed ourselves £100 for the camera and the lens, so we'll go for the image stabilized version. So £56 for the 18 to 55mm zoom. So now the only other lens we're going to take a look at is the Canon 50mm f1.8, and specifically we will want to look at the Mark II version, because that's probably the cheapest version of the lens. There are other versions. There's the stepping motor one, which is the new model. It's over our budget. There's the old Mark I version of the lens, which again is slightly more expensive than the Mark II, because the Mark I was a metal construction lens, whereas the Mark II version was a plastic construction, glass elements of course, but plastic body, and it tends to be cheaper. So this is the one that we're interested in here, the 50mm f1.8 Mark II, and we'll have a look at the prices for this lens. And as we see, we'll go from low to high again and see what they're coming in at here. And they're coming in, the cheapest one on offer there is £41, and the most expensive is £51. So again, we're well within our budget here, for the camera and the lens, with our £30, £29 for the camera body, and £50, we'll say, for the 50mm lens. So again, we're only talking £80 for the 50mm lens and the camera body, and again some money left over for memory cards. So yes, absolutely, it is possible to get a digital SLR camera and a choice of either a zoom lens or the 50mm f1.8 fixed focal length lens. The choice is yours, but it is possible to get our digital SLR camera and lens for under £100. So with that said, we'll now take a closer look at the actual camera and lens itself. So here we are, and we're going to have a bit of a closer look at our camera and the lens choice here. As I say, our choice for the camera body was the Canon EOS 20D digital SLR camera, 8 megapixel crop frame sensor, and it uses a BP511 rechargeable battery, which just fits up in underneath here. A little spring-loaded clip retains the battery. Comes with the standard tripod mount on the bottom here. Canon EF mount lens. It will take either Canon EF fitting lenses or Canon EFS fitting lenses. Typical, you know, on the top of the camera we have our control dial with a very typical, you know, Canon layout. Anybody who's familiar with Canon cameras will be right at home with that. If you're new to photography, probably a good mode to shoot in would be the little green square there, which means that the camera is totally automatic, and everything will be controlled for you. The only thing you have to do is press the shutter button. But we have our other modes here, including, you know, the creative modes, which is program shift, shutter priority, aperture priority, full manual. You can shoot completely manual, and the A depth mode there, which is for controlling depth of field in your shot. But they have the other, you know, user modes here: portrait, landscape, macro close-up, sports, low light photography, and there's even a flash off option there. The camera does have a built-in flash on top of it. If you are using the camera in the green square mode, the flash will even pop up automatically for you. It's got a rather small viewing screen on the back, but if all you're wanting to do is review your pictures, then it's perfectly adequate for that. We'll just fit on the lens here. This is the 18 to 55mm zoom lens, but you can, of course, fit on the 50mm f1.8 lens if you want. But the beauty of they both have their own particular attributes. As I say, the zoom lens is probably the more versatile lens, and that you can have the variable focal length. But the drawback with it is that it is a slower lens. It's f3.5 to f5.6 variable aperture, whereas the fixed focal length lens is, of course, f1.8. And if you're wanting bokeh in your shots with a nice blurred out of focus background, then the 50mm would be the choice, because you can quite easily throw the background out of the focus by using the wide aperture on the 50mm lens. But probably the more versatile choice would be the zoom lens, and personally, I would tend to go for the zoom lens for its versatility, and perhaps think about getting the 50mm lens at a later date. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, all free, of course. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one, where on Adventures with Big Will. I don't know what I'll be doing next, but hope to see you there anyway. So thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.